So I'm always excited to throw on the headset, get on the mic, and talk some Warriors here on the channel. But today's show, certainly fascinating with everything going on with the Dubs, Draymond Green, Jordan Poole drama, that and a whole lot more coming your way. But first, did you notice that yesterday, the first time in weeks that we didn't put up a show on Golden State Warriors today? Got a little bit busy in the day before because of the Jerome Robinson signing. We put 2 videos on the channel that day. But if you want us to keep making videos consistently, producer Jack is really pressuring me. NFL is coming up around the corner. We're going to have a lot on our plate. That won't stop the grind, though, if we get the 400 likes on this video. So make sure you hit that thumbs up icon, smash that piece. Later on in the show, we're going to talk about Draymond Green, Jordan Poole, that feud kind of reignited to a certain degree. Draymond on the podcast with Patrick Beverley. Let's start, though, with Jonathan Kuminga. According to a report, the Warriors will accommodate Kuminga's playing time wish because he wants to get more PT heading into year 3. And if he didn't, he wanted to play elsewhere. Warriors insider with this. We're aware that Jonathan Kuminga wants to play more. The chance will be there for him this season. We need him to be ready for a full rotation role in our front court. I imagine that was coming from somebody within that organization who did say that, and that's the report from Warriors Insider. And look, it's easy to see why Golden State wants to just see what Jonathan Kuminga can do, because they've seen the flashes of potential in games, in practice. He just needs to put it all together. And if he's able to be a more consistent basketball player and be that guy who the Warriors envision him being when they took him number 7 a couple of years ago, he could be one of the missing ingredients for what the Warriors need. They lack size, they lack length, they lack athleticism, they lack burst. Jonathan Kuminga, he has all those. They also lack youth. He could check that box off as well. First 2 years in the NBA, it's not like Kuminga has been a bad player. Steadily available, 70 games played, 67 games played his first 2 years, right around 9 points per in the regular season last year. When Andrew Wiggins was out, Draymond Green was out, we saw Jonathan Kuminga get a steady dosage of playing time, and I thought he played pretty solid, 52.5% from the field, 37% from 3. But then in the playoffs, he was out of the rotation. And I think this comes down to the Warriors' lack of trust in Jonathan Kuminga. They're the ones who see this guy in practice all the time. They know that they might not be able to trust him in some critical moments where the screws have to get tightened and the intensity gets ratcheted up. And that's why Kuminga wasn't a part of that playoff rotation. He was also complaining about his role. His minutes against the Los Angeles Lakers didn't really play much at all, right? Game 2, 10 minutes. Game 3, 9. Game 5, 2 minutes. Game 6, 4 minutes. And then in games 1 and 4, he was a healthy scratch. Got the DNP from Steve Kerr. Here's the good and bad with Jonathan Kuminga. I think that he could be a really good player in this league and fit nicely on this Warriors team. He's an exceptional athlete. You look at the body type, and that's what you want in a basketball player at that forward spot. He has size, length, and physicality. This allows him to win matchups against smaller players on the offensive end, but he can also guard multiple positions on the defensive end at a really high level. The first 2 years in his career, he's been a better three-point shooter than I had anticipated in him coming out of the G League. I think that he can do damage as a cutter in this Warriors offensive system. Him coming on that backdoor cut, him being that pick and pop, pick and roll player alongside Chris Paul, he can certainly cause a lot of havoc. And then most importantly for the Warriors, this year at least, he can guard pretty much 1 through 5. He's big and fast enough to guard guards, wings, as well as some bigs as well, given that size. There's good with Kuminga. There's some bad with Kuminga. He simply has not been consistent enough. And when you're not consistent, you won't get consistent minutes. The theme for him, potential, potential, potential. At some point, you got to put it all together. Is there an attitude problem? There's been some rumblings about that. He also has some mental lapses. That goes back to him not getting all that much time throughout the NBA playoffs. And I'm not sure he has great feel and great awareness And that goes to show you that he's just an inexperienced player who needs to play a little bit more, and you might have to deal with some challenges and some hiccups with him getting some more playing time. But as he gets more experience and that gets ironed out, can he become a better player down the road who's very impactful for Golden State? Jordan Poole, Draymond Green beef. That's coming up here in just a moment. But first, does Kuminga deserve more playing time? Y for yes or N for no. How about this Warriors t-shirt combo? We continue to plug this here on the show. It's a great deal. These shirts are awesome. You can look really fresh. I like the block lettering on the shirt as well, especially the blue one. Very good deal. How do you get it? Use that link right below me, chatsports.com/Dubs combo. We will put that link in the comment section and in the description of this video. Draymond, Jordan Poole. We know about the punch in the preseason last year in which Draymond just socked Jordan Poole right in the face. The Draymond Green-Jordan Poole controversy, it continued this week. Here's what Draymond had to say about the Jordan Poole situation. I don't just hit people. Dialogue, of course, happens over time, and you usually ain't just triggered by something that fast to that degree. This is a team. Ain't nobody on my team triggering me in an instant. We know stuff that you don't say amongst men. We know things that you have to stand on. Clearly, Draymond Green believes that the actions and the words from Jordan Poole over time led to frustrations boiling over for Draymond Green, and then it got to a point where he couldn't take it anymore. He felt as though Poole was being disrespectful either to him, the team, the coaching staff, whatever, and I trust Draymond that he's not really lying about this and making it a controversy it doesn't need to be. We know that Draymond is an emotional guy, but what does he have to gain to lose from this? He's trying to make himself look better for punching Jordan Poole. We know that sometimes Draymond gets in over his skis a little bit with his emotions, and he lashes out. Now, what's funny about this is that Jordan Poole's dad has entered the fray. I'm going to stand on this. That is some BS. Jordan Poole was his guy, and he avoided me all last year. He is as soft as blank, and I'm standing on this, and he didn't apologize to me and my wife, so he lame, and me and him can meet anytime he wants. Wow. So, Jack, you can push me full screen here. So the Draymond Green-Jordan Poole controversy, it has taken another turn. And anytime a father enters into the fray, and then his father is talking about the treatment of his wife, then it gets really, really ugly. Now, I understand where Draymond Green is coming from. He feels as though Jordan Poole said some things and did some things that were disrespectful toward Draymond, the team, and the coaching staff. But now you have the dad defending his son, which of course he's going to do, but now we're making this an entire family matter? This ain't good, and this is probably why the Golden State Warriors elected to move on from Jordan Poole, who's had some immaturity issues, and bring in one of the more respected leaders and veterans in this league in Chris Paul, because they had to wipe the slate clean and just get rid of this Jordan Poole situation because it was bringing this team down. More from Draymond here. When you speak about all of the slippage we had as a team on the road, not being able to come together, none of those things happen if that punch doesn't happen, because the voice that I am and the departments that I lead this team in, there was a ton of slippage due to me sitting back, me not saying anything, me trying to allow that situation to play itself out and give it time to heal. So look, here I do take an issue with Draymond because it's your role to be a leader. It's your role to pace this organization from a culture fit standpoint. Like, if you feel as though things are going wonky, things are awry, and the awkwardness is palpable, you have to be able to stand up and say, we're not going to tolerate this any longer. We have to get over this as a basketball team. Clearly, Golden State couldn't, though, according to Draymond, and once again, that's why Jordan Poole is in Washington, D.C. So whose side are you on? You taking Draymond's side? You taking Jordan Poole's side? DG for Draymond, JP for Jordan Poole. Got to get the 400 likes if you want us to continue to do more consistent content. We've been pushing out videos every single day, multiple shows per day, going live also here on the program. Let's continue to grow. Join the Dub Nation family here at Chat Sports by hitting that sub button.